Hey drummers, I'm Jim Linsner along with Danusha Beats on video and editing. Today we're talking about the 6-stroke roll, which is a really great rudiment that's useful in a lot of different styles of music. 6-stroke roll goes right, left, left, right, right, left, right, left, left, right, right, left. And the traditional rhythm is played like this. What we're going to do is we're going to relax that rhythm a little bit and play 6 equally spaced notes. So that's more like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'll demonstrate. Now you probably noticed that the first and the last note of each 6-stroke roll are accented. And so to make that accent happen, I'm using real big strokes. Okay? The double strokes in between are a lot smaller. And by the way, the way I'm able to play those as fast and clean as I do is using my fingers. Okay? Finger control is not something I can teach you in 5 minutes on a YouTube video. I suggest you get a really good teacher and work on it with the teacher. Okay? You need to do this over a period of time to develop it. But it's a really great skill that you want to learn. Okay, so once you have the 6-stroke roll happen on the pad, we can move it over to the drum set. Okay, the first thing you want to do is just play the 6-stroke roll on the snare drum. It's going to be pretty much the same thing you did on the pad, so let's check that out. Now, let's play the 6-stroke roll with a groove. I'm going to play 1 bar of a simple 8th note groove, and I'm going to follow that by a fill that's going to be 1 bar of 6-stroke rolls. The 6-stroke roll is a sextuplet, which means 6 notes per count, and so you can play the 6-stroke roll 4 times to make up a 1 bar fill. Here's what that sounds like. Now let's start moving the 6-stroke roll around the drum set. Our first move is going to be the first note of the 6-stroke roll with the right hand moving to the small tom. One very important thing though, make sure that you don't neglect the left hand accent that comes at the end of each 6-stroke roll on the snare drum, okay? Because that's what makes it sound so cool. Here's an example of that. Okay, now let's play that with a groove. Okay, so now you're comfortable with that move. Try moving the right hand to any tom you have on your kit. If you have fewer than me, that's fine. Or if you have more than me, move it all over the place because you can get some really great sounding things. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to move the right hand to the ride cymbal. And each time we move it to the ride cymbal, we're going to accompany it with a bass drum. Okay, now let's play that with a groove. Just as you did with the toms, now move that right hand to any cymbal you have on your kit, including the hi-hat. The hi-hat, will not sound very exciting if it's closed, but if you loosen the hi-hat, it can be a really great, powerful crash cymbal. So try that. Here's what that sounds like. Okay, let's do a new move. This time, we're going to move the last note of each 6-stroke roll. That would be the left. Okay, so it's going to go right, left, left, right, right, left to the small tom. Here's what that sounds like. Okay, now let's try that with a groove. So with that one, you really don't have a lot of other choices besides the small tom. I mean, I could move my left hand to the medium tom, Definitely not the floor tom, though. That's not going to feel very comfortable. But, you know, if you have more toms or more sources over here, feel free to use those, accenting the left, moving that left. Now we're going to move on to the left-hand move hitting a cymbal. Okay, so now it's going to be right, left, right, right, left on the crash with the bass drum. Check it out. Now let's try that with a groove. We have a couple of other choices with that accent. You already moved to the crash. You can move to the hi-hat. You could just leave the hi-hat loose, or you could play a quick hi-hat opening. That's a great sounding thing too. It's pretty challenging to do, but sounds really great. And of course, if you have any other cymbals over here to your left, feel free to hit those. In this one, we're going to move the right hand, the first note of the six-stroke roll, to the floor tom, and the left hand, the last note of the six-stroke roll, to the small tom. Okay, now let's play that with a groove. Okay, so now that you're comfortable moving both accents, feel free to move both accents to the same drum, like both to the small tom or both to the medium tom, and try splitting it between two toms. You know, if you have extra toms, go all over the place and just move both accents like that. It sounds really cool. Okay, now we're going to move the first and the last note of each six-stroke roll to the cymbals, and each one is going to be accompanied by the bass drum. This is kind of tricky. You might want to do this real slow at first and really make sure that, you know, your right and left hand are really in sync with the bass drum, that's really strong. Okay, now let's try that with a groove. Some of those fills might be a little bit over the top for a regular song, okay? But that doesn't mean they're not useful. You can use them in drum solos, and a great place to use them is the big trash can song ending. You know, you can go bananas, and it looks cool, and it sounds great. To that end, I suggest that you actually practice without the beat. You know, just practice every single one of the orchestrations that we talked about and combine them and see what you come up with. I think you'll be really surprised. Okay, so that's the six-stroke roll part one. On behalf of myself and Danusha Beats, thanks a lot for watching. We'll see you next time.